Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video is a super special one because Net-a-Porter only has this giant sale twice a year. So it's during this time that I like to pick up things that have been on my wish list for a really long time at some incredible discounts. Of course, you always risk things selling out, but honestly, I've been really lucky, I think, and I've gotten so many great things that I've talked about in previous videos, so I cannot wait to share them all with you. This is probably the largest luxury haul that I've ever done, so should be a lot of fun to go through together. Also note, I am wearing a sweater. It is the middle of summer, but I am manifesting my fall fashions. So all of these pieces, other than the heels, are really meant for fall and winter because the best time to buy fall and winter clothes is high percentage off in the summertime. I've actually picked up a lot of great boots over the summer that I can't wait to share with you in the fall. So there are some shoes, there are some jeans, there are some leather pants, a leather skirt. So let's just jump right in. Also, I've styled everything with this beautiful Savette bag. It is one of my absolute favorites. I did a whole video on this bag specifically, as well as my other favorite style of Savette bag, which is the Savette Pochette. I think I actually love the symmetry even more because it can be like a cute little top handle, or you can create a crossbody with it, but I do just want to call out that I'm styling everything with this beautiful Savette bag. And then I'm also wearing one of my favorite sweaters, my oversized cashmere sweater from COS with it too. And then just like a little black t-shirt underneath. So the styling's not that, anything that crazy, even though I wear these items all the time, but I just want to find like more basic elevated items that will complement the designer stuff that I'm showing you. So let's jump right in. So to everyone that watched my YouTube short about me visiting the St. Agni pop-up store in Soho and said that I walked away with the maxi skirt, you were like semi-correct. You all know me very well. I mentioned it in that video, but I was on the hunt for this leather maxi skirt, which I actually called out in my wish list video that I did at the beginning of the year, where I talk about items that are on my wish list. And I have been eyeing this skirt for over a year now, and it is definitely an investment item. It is normally, let me look at the price here. It's normally $585. I got it for 50% off, which is wild. So that was actually why it was so great to be able to go into the store and try it on, because I was able to understand the sizing. Even though they didn't have this particular maxi skirt in the pop-up store, they had the shorter version, so I was able to kind of compare, and I'm really glad I did because they actually only had a size small left on Net-a-Porter, and I really liked how the small fit. At first, I was a little worried that it was going to be too big, but I actually like that I have a little more give with this skirt because honestly, again, I'll be wearing it in the fall, in the winter. I want to be able to tuck like a chunky sweater into the front of it. Another fun and kind of controversial thing about this skirt is that it's low rise, which I know is a big thing right now with the whole 2000s inspired fashion, but I actually really love the look of this. Obviously, I'm not going to wear this with a crop top 2000 style. In fact, even just this, me rolling up my t-shirt to kind of show you just how low it is just exploratory. I just find it actually to be very comfortable how low it sits, and I love that the skirt, because I have short legs, it is a very long maxi skirt and it goes all the way to the floor. It's not a midi skirt, so this is exactly what I was looking for in 100% leather. I just think it's so beautiful, and I ended up getting it for less than $300, which is wild. And knock on wood, it is still on Net-a-Porter right now in a couple of sizes, so you might still be able to get it when this video goes live. But yeah, this was one of the steals of a century, and the fact that they didn't have it at the pop-up, because even if they did, honestly, it would have been cheaper on Net-a-Porter, so always be looking. But I just love a great maxi skirt, and I think this all leather one is so cool because I have this one from Pixie Market that's a faux leather, and I wore it a ton, and I just know that I'm going to wear the real leather one way way more because it wears really well and it looks expensive, but it gives everything a little bit of like a rocker chic look to it. Because the thing about a maxi skirt is that it can either look really modern or it can look really matronly depending on how you style it. So just having leather and then styling it with things like the sock boot and the oversized sweater, I just think this is like the coolest, most comfortable outfit. So I am absolutely in love with this skirt, and sorry for leaving you all hanging on the short. I figured I would just address it in this video, but yeah, for those of you that called out that I picked up the maxi skirt, you know me well. This next pair of pants is another leather item. If you guys couldn't tell, in the fall and winter, I absolutely love, I don't wear a lot of color or like pattern in my wardrobe, but one of my favorite things to do is mix textures, and leather is like such a great way to do that. I will say I've never actually tried anything before from the brand Mother. I have seen it because it's got these very famous, this like marking on the pockets of the M. I don't know why I didn't know the brand was like Mother Superior, but this did crack me up. I don't know if you can see that on the shiny label, but it says Mother Superior on it, which is really funny. And then Mother on the outside, and then on the inside it says it's the Smarty Pants Skimp Invitation Only, made by Mother in the USA. So they seem like a very fun, kind of funky little brand. And the reason I was drawn to these is because these are the recycled patent leather straight leg pants. So these are a recycled leather pant, and they say that they sort of have a 90s feel to them, which they definitely do. But I was very drawn to these because they reminded me so much of my recycled leather pants from a Goldie, which are my favorite leather pants. I absolutely love them, other than my leather pants from Frame, but those are more of like a skinny style to tuck into boots and stuff. These look so good with like heels or ballet flats or like all different kinds of shoes. I've paired them here with my little Toteme sock boots, which I will touch on in a second, but these are exactly the same kind of 90s cut. So if you aren't able to get your hands on the Goldie ones, this is such a great option. I'm a little on the fence if I should keep these just because they are so similar to my Goldie ones. I'm like, I already have those. Do I need these too? But honestly, the price is so good. So currently, again, they're 50% off. So they're $160. And normally they're $320. I got these in a size 26, which was perfect. I am in a Goldie, I'm a 25. They do more like vanity sizing, but in Mother, it seems like their stuff is really true to size. I'm normally always a 26 in things like Levi's or pretty much any jean brand, except for ones that do tend to go a little more oversized. So yeah, a 26 was a great fit for me, like a size 2. And yeah, I just love, they're super soft and very, very cool. Again, very rock star looking. I love that they're kind of shapeless in the fact that they're just like a very standard kind of boot cut shape, which I think is actually quite important right now, because where are we at? Like, are skinny jeans in, are flares in, like are boyfriend jeans in, like who freaking knows? And so just taking a really classic bootleg cut like this, I love it because not only is it sort of trendless, but it also works really well with flats or with heels. It just kind of falls into that perfect length where it's long enough for both. And my Goldie jeans are the exact same way. So yeah, very, very happy with these. And these are just like a really good staple for fall and winter. So just wanted to call them out because I've had them favorited for a while. And I was kind of curious why they weren't selling out, because they're really great jeans. I don't know why people aren't more, I don't know if the recycled thing throws people off, but I love them. They're great. Now, the next pair of pants, I think I actually have tried these on in a blue color before and I returned them, but I love that these are in all like really, really dark black denim. You guys know that if I'm gonna wear denim, I tend to always go for either like a dark blue denim. I'm gonna show you my Japanese denim Levi's that I love a lot in a second, and then I go for either like a gray or a black denim because I just think it matches with everything in my wardrobe better. I really love the brand Khaite. I think they're a very impressive all-American designer that has come out over the last few years and just The designs are so beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, most of their stuff is really not in my price range. It's super, super, super expensive. So these jeans are kind of a way for me to like dip my toe in the Khaite appreciation pond without going completely broke. I also love how just like all Khaite's designs, they're just super minimal. There's like nothing on the pockets. There's really no embellishments. It does say Khaite like really tiny on the buttons of the jeans, but other than that, they're just a really great, gorgeous, like well-made denim and what you would expect from Khaite. Again, it's sort of that like timeless shape. Like they're not skinny, they're boot cut, I would say, but they just are sort of like your standard jean. They do have a button front. I know some people will not be into that just because they're kind of hard to get on and off, but I don't know, button fronts, I don't really mind them. I have a lot in my Levi's and they are fine. They are definitely more of a high rise, which I like. I have a very long torso and short legs, so despite me purchasing a very low rise leather skirt in this video, I do tend to always want high rise stuff, and these are really great high rise jeans. However, really big bummer for me because I think they do more vanity. I swear to God, I tried on other ones that were in a size 26 and they fit well. So I ordered my normal size of 26 in these and they are just too big. A 25 is definitely what I should have gone with. So I think I might exchange these and try to get the 25 because I know that they're supposed to be a little bit lower in the crotch. I can see that on the model on the website, but the way that I'm wearing them currently, they're just too low. They're too big. I'm gonna pull them up a little bit to kind of show you what they would look like with a little bit more of a high rise. And I really, really like them. So I do, and they still have the 25. So I do think I'm gonna exchange them. These are called, they call them the Corbin low rise jeans. I'm just looking at the model though, and like, no, I don't know. I'm gonna try the 25 and see how I feel. Yeah, but they're cool. They are really, really cool. And they're 40% off right now. So you can get them for $324, which again, for a pair of jeans is still a lot, but for Khaite, actually very good price. Again, probably one of the only things I can afford from them. And originally these jeans are $540. So yeah, I think I will exchange. Maybe I'll do a little YouTube short on how I feel about the 25 versus the 26. But yeah, I do think because these are more on the expensive side, I don't just want to like buy. I love a good baggy jean, but I'm fine with like a mango baggy jean for, you know, like $40 versus, yeah, spending a ton of money on something that I might not wear a lot. Because then if I wear it really baggy and low, then I'm gonna have to get them hemmed and it's just a whole thing. So yeah, I do think I will exchange these for the 25, but that's okay because if everything worked out, this would be a very, very expensive situation. Now I want to talk about some of the footwear that I picked up, starting with these really cool pumps from Gabriela Hearst. So similar to Khaite, Gabriela Hearst is a brand that aesthetically I just think is perfection and I admire from afar because their stuff is just so very much playing in the high end designer realm. And when I saw these shoes, yes, you're gonna say, God, those are kind of similar to a lot of the shoes you have from AD, but they're actually not. If you look at them, I don't have any shoes that have this really fun curved heel. And this is very much, I know, a trendy thing right now. Victoria Beckham, a lot of designers are doing this. But they just looked so right up my alley in that they have a thicker heel. They have not a super pointy toe, but a pointy toe. And the heel height is just so good for like walking around New York City. I just thought these were really pretty and I just felt compelled to purchase them. So I did. I got them in a size 41, which I do think is the right size for sure. And they do have half sizes. I actually might have been able to get away with 40 and a half. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like it's sold out in a lot of colors. It also comes in a red and a kind of cream color. The cream color looked really pretty too. Originally, these are $890 and I got them 40% off, actually with an additional 15% off for $494 is what I ended up paying for these. And at first when I pulled them out of the box, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, maybe these are like too prim and proper looking. Like sometimes I prefer a shoe like this in more of a black suede. Like a lot of my shoes from AD I have are black suede. But I think because of this curved heel, it actually makes them look more modern, and I really, they're super comfortable. Honestly, that's kind of what sold me on these, is they're so incredibly comfortable. I could see myself wearing them out and about in New York all the time, and it's just nice to have a really comfortable heel. So I do think I'm gonna keep them because I just think they're cool, and I think they just kind of peek out in a really fun and kind of unexpected way. So yeah, I'm very excited to try other things from Gabriela Hearst in the future because, I mean, these shoes are incredible quality. They're so comfortable. Granted, I would expect nothing less from this brand, just given the price point, but oh, they just do really beautiful stuff. So yeah, I like this a lot. I'll probably end up wearing these with pants the most. I'm just styled them with jeans just to kind of show you, but you could honestly, because of the heel height and the fact that it's shorter, these would look so good with like shorts or like a little dress. I just think these are like very classic, fun shoes. So yeah, love these. A great find indeed. And then the next pair of shoes is one that has been on my wish list for a little while, and I've talked a while and I'm still a little up in the air. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I really am like, should I just get the boots from the row? But the thing that's really stood out to me about these sock boots from Toteme is this gorgeous kind of rock star shape to the toe. They remind me a lot of the court shoes that I have from COS that have a similar kind of boxy toe, and I just think they look so cool because of that. The only thing I'm a little bit on the fence about is I don't know how much they're gonna kind of bag. I really wish they put a zipper in to just make them super secure, because you do have to like pull them on and off to get them on, which is fine, and they're very comfortable. I got them in a size 41, which I do think again is the right size for me, but I just worry that maybe this part's gonna like stretch out over time because it doesn't have a zipper and kind of like pucker a little bit. I think the row ones would probably fit me better. But do the row ones even have a zipper? Because my mesh ones don't have a zipper. So maybe the row ones are also kind of a pull on. But I really love the juxtaposition between the tightness of this and then also the formalness of this part. I don't know, I'm not describing this well, but I do think these are a really gorgeous sock boot. And I think they look so good sticking out of a pant. That's why honestly I've styled it with all of the things that I've purchased. The only bad thing I have to say about the shoe, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but I will need to get them resoled to not be like walking on ice because they're so slippery. They have zero tread. Why? Can someone explain to me in the comments why shoe companies do that other than just to save on cost? Like, why can't you make a nice tread so that we don't just slip and slide? Like, I was worried I was gonna actually slip and slide on my wood floor just filming the cutaways for you guys. So that's like the only bad thing that I could say about these boots. Other than that, I'm absolutely obsessed with these. I think the leather looks so good with like the leather pants, and originally these were $1,120, which is right on par with what the row leather boots cost, and I got them for $476, which is a steal. And it looks like they're pretty much sold out, so I don't know, I kind of think I need to keep these. I think this was a very successful little gathering of stuff from Netaporter that I'm gonna wear a ton, but you guys have to let me know, respectfully of course, in the comments below. Again, I think I'm gonna exchange out the Khaite jeans. I'm very on the fence about the mother. I already ripped the tag off the St. Agni skirt, so that's 100% staying with me, and I really think these are both classics in terms of footwear, so yeah. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have picked up anything special during all of the sales. I know there have been a ton of sales going on, and other than Essence, I haven't really dipped into any of the others, and honestly I wasn't really going to with Net-a-Porter, and then I kind of just like was like, ooh, and they gave me the extra 15% off. I was like, let me see, and I'm really happy that I did, because I think all of this stuff is like, again, great staples for fall and for winter. So yeah, let me know if you guys have picked up anything fun for the fall and winter, or just in general in the summer sales, and I will see you all in my next video.